Welcome Formula V race fans from around the world. The round 2, race 2 of the 2015 New South Wales Formula V Championship at Sydney Motorsport Park.
Okay, starting on pole is Dylan after winning a very, very wet race yesterday afternoon, race 1. Ryan Reynolds seconds. Craig Spark did an awesome job coming back through to third. Simon Pace, Michael Kinsella, Timmy Brook, Jacob Andrews and Jeff Bennett away.
And it wasn't just a bit of rain the day before on the Saturday afternoon. It was a lot of rain and the cars floated their way around the track.
Floating is probably very correct. I think there was probably most of the field aquaplaning off. Actually, the Hoosiers proved to be a very strong tyre in the monsoonial conditions.
Okay, right. All the cars going flat out through turn 1 off the line. Here's a restart on Simon Pace in his red Mako.
Okay, in front of him, Reynolds and Thomas, equal start. Look at them, side by side.
Wheel to wheel, aren't they?
Okay, inside Simon Pace here is Spark. No, he's not. He must have fallen behind.
Okay.
Thomas has the inside for turn 2, which will be the ideal line. Spark coming around the outside of Simon Pace.
No, but Ryan Reynolds has got second place in the orange Sabre that you can see, but Dylan Thomas leads the pack through. And look, they've made it all through. Isn't that terrific?
Okay, and just behind there you've got Timmy Brook and the very fast Michael Kinsella, Jacob Andrews. There was Gary Hook in there.
All sorts of orange cars and blue cars and white cars. It's a bit hard to tell at this stage.
Okay, and I think it was Matty Pearce in the 1200 Lepton in this round as well.
All right, Dylan Thomas flying into turn 4 with Ryan Reynolds and Simon Pace in third.
Okay, car length to Craig Spark, and just behind Craig Spark is Timmy Brook, Kinsella. Then a car length to, I think that is Jacob Andrews.
Yeah, we saw him running right off the track there, didn't we?
Yep, there he is there. And then just behind is Gary Hook with, I think that's Alan Harrison, and then Aaron Pace.
That's right.
Simon Duffy.
And Gary Hook had no smoke coming out the back. That's
this is a big group. There's Lyle Moyes. There's here comes the 1200s of Bernie Cannon and that's
Michael Gale there, just in the red Mako at the very end. But we're back on board with Simon Pace coming into this very fast turn 8, flat out in 4th gear. The car slides over to the outside, and then the driver gets it back under control.
You can see the drivers are using all the track on the exit there of turn 8. Some drivers choose not to do that.
And Dylan Thomas right at the front, he's using all of the handling of his car. There's Gary Hook in the sky blue Jacer going through.
Morgan up the inside of Simon Duffy.
Right, Morgan, he took about 5 cars under brakes. Dylan Thomas still leading through.
Seeing the cars going using all the track and then some there. There's Matty Bode using actually all the CXCs. Dylan Thomas, Jacob Andrews and Matty Bodes all used more than the allowable track at turn 9. They've said they're going to be strict on that this weekend.
Well, they're doing their best to be as strict as they can, but anyway, we'll watch them go through. It's a long race ahead of us, about 11 laps coming up.
Here's Bruce Perry, Willie Pim, I was about to call him Willie Bode, with Matty Pearce all over him. Matty Pearce is going to get a good tow here.
That's right, and in Matt Pearce in the red and white car, you'll see there the Lepton, that's the first of the 1200
Timmy
cars.
Brook out of the tow first. You can see the drivers all go to the inside of the track to make the passing driver have to go the long way around.
Right, Tim Brook couldn't get past Craig Spark then, he's pulled back in behind.
I wonder if Spark didn't quite get out so well because it was quite early for Timmy to pull out of the tow. It's not like he had a really good tow yet.
No, okay, we'll watch the pack of cars go through.
Look at that group of cars there with Jeff Bennett in it.
They're all going through one by one. We'll get a better look at them in a second. There's the Lepton going through just behind.
So he lost the toe of Willie Pim there. So,
he did there. We just saw them through. There goes the 1200 cars at the back.
Front two have got a bit of a gap on Simon.
And look, Ryan Reynolds goes round the outside of Dylan Thomas, slides, hangs the tail at 170k.
And he's got him. Thomas is not going to get him back from there.
Well, to lose the tail there is very unusual in the dry. The track must have a bit of dampness left on it from all that rain the day before.
Yeah, you can still see some wet patches if you look on the outside of turn 2 as they go around here now.
Look, Tim Brooks got through past Michael Kinsella and past Craig Spark. Now, Tim there in the sky blue CXC Jacer, the F2K14, he's now in 4th place.
Okay, here comes, here's Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn's a long way back. He qualified 3rd. Can't recall what happened to him yesterday. He might have, actually he did. He went off here at turn 3 and into the wall. Did a H-beam.
James Horn in that sky blue and black polo that we saw, in the last lap of the last race in the flood the day before he hit the wall. And it was quite a totally out of control set of drivers there in the rain the day before. And Dylan Thomas went off the track at least 47 times.
On the last lap?
On the last lap, even though there were only like 12 corners, but that's beside the point. Okay, the leaders go through up to turn 8. We just flash back to Gary Hook going through, Aaron Pace going through.
Matty Bode there dived too hard.
Matt Bode went wide and Simon Duffy went down the inside.
Okay, here's Simon Pace looking around the outside of Thomas with Ryan Reynolds in front. Timmy Brooks made a long way forward, and it's all at the expense of Craig Spark, who's fallen right to the back of this group and doesn't look like he's quite hanging on.
A very racy front pack here. I wonder if Ryan Reynolds, he's not quite using his racecraft through the corners to get back the lead, but doesn't have quite the speed through these damp patches and through the sliding conditions that they've got at the moment. But we can see third, fourth, fifth going through there, just catching up to Ryan.
See the back of Simon Pace's car off the bump there. It's sort of a bit of a bounce there. There's Al Harrison. Oh no, that's Willie Pym, isn't it?
Bill Pym there, just in front of Jeff Bassingthwaite in the red, white and blue.
That's
red, white, black
beautifully
Jacer.
Presented car. That Jacer. It's actually on the signboard of Eastern Creek.
It is very
Sydney
beautiful.
Motorsport Park.
Very beautifully presented.
Kinsella out early.
Just like the driver. Yes. Kinsella pulls out from behind Tim Brook. Has he got the speed to accelerate past?
Thomas out.
Simon Pace got the double toe here from third. Will he get first by the beginning of turn
Aaron
two?
Pace has already made the toe on Gary Hook.
Jeff Bennett and I think was that Craig Spark falling back?
No, Craig Spark's further back. There was another black car here.
Here we go. Back to the onboard. Simon Pace. Does he go to the left? Does he go to the right? He'll...
Okay, if Thomas doesn't cover here, Simon Pace can go up the inside.
And Thomas does cover. Thomas down the inside. Will he get it under brakes? No, he pulls back.
Kinsella on the inside of Brook there. And Craig Sparks has lost the toe to this, guys.
He has.
And he'll fall away. You saw Jacob Andrews, he's running by himself in no man's land. There he comes through just ahead of this group here. And he can't... He's got no toe. And Aaron Pace...
Jeff Bennett, Gary Hook. There's James Horn making up the numbers. There's Matt Bode.
And who's the white car?
I think that was Gary Myers going through there. Well done, Gary. You're moving up.
The black car was Johnny Mack.
Johnny McDonald.
There's Butcher.
Okay,
There's
get
Butcher
a better
there.
view of them now. Steve Butcher in the 1200, but he's not leading the 1200s unusually. Back to the leaders. Ryan Reynolds into turn 5 flat. Will he keep it between the lines? He does his best.
Oh, Thomas four wheels over again.
That's the
Here's, look at this. Oh, Kinsella's going to go to the inside of Pace.
He does. He gets that position. Very unusual for these top drivers to steal a position at the corner.
Really, really good exit out of 5 then, Kinsella did.
He did.
You can see him up the inside here.
Right.
Pace.
And Tim Brook, I think, has lost a couple of car links behind Simon, but maybe with this move by Kinsella, Tim might have made up the gap to Simon Pace now.
Just for note, you've got 4 different manufactured cars sitting here in the top 4. Here you got Sabre, Stinger, Jacer, Mako.
Right, so that's Melbourne, New South Wales, Central Coast, northwest of Sydney, and the Mako in the northwest of Sydney again.
And just... you've got 4 different in the top 5 there. You've got 4 different engine builders as well. You've got VW Performance Centre leading with Kinsella engine, KE Power engines second and third.
Right, coming into turn 10 there, turn 11.
So this is Johnny Mack. He's actually in Anthony Kavanagh's car, and he's all over the back of Bruce Perry here. 2
Jacers, Anthony Kavanagh, who we hope to have back on the track at the end of the year. But Johnny Mack doing a very great job in that unfamiliar car. Now, back towards the end of the field here, there's Wayne Hamilton going through.
Wayne Hamilton's one of our new competitors this year. He's doing a great job coming in.
From Canberra, another one of the Canberra team, and a very enthusiastic bunch.
Here's Thomas and Kinsella.
Dylan Thomas pulls out. Kinsella pulls out 3 wide. 160, 170k.
Interestingly, they were all sort of line astern across the line. That would have been a pretty good photo finish if it had been the last lap.
If it was a photo finish, but with several laps to go, it could well be. Let's wait and watch.
Kinsella with the double toes, gone from third to first. Ryan Reynolds has got good poke there because Thomas, even with the toe,
Could not get past. And Simon Pace here on the onboard camera car enjoyed that toe, but Tim Brook takes it down the inside in the F2K14.
So even though Kinsella got all the way around to the front, but he was positioned out wide. And Thomas was able to get back to the inside, and that enabled Ryan to get back to the lead. And it was line of third. Safety car. What's happened? We'll catch up to see what's happened in a moment. But they're all slowed down. Nothing virtual about this incident. Virtual safety car in Formula V. The driver puts his hand up, saying, "I see the safety car," and his foot down flat to try and catch the car in front.
Safety car, hand up, foot down. That's definitely true.
It is in the regulations that you are actually supposed to slow, but I don't know too many drivers that actually adhere to it. So I wonder what this safety car's for. Have you seen any cars off anywhere?
Nothing as yet, but
you can see. It's only half a lap, and they've all sort of congested up. So the field is pretty well close together by the.
Right, for our international viewers, that's a Ford Falcon safety car at the front.
Okay, so let's run through it. There you got Craig Sparks, followed by Jeff Bennett, Aaron Pace, Andrews, I just sort of lost a...
And a whole heap of others behind there are so many Formula Vs.
Okay,
Right?
so leading is Ryan Reynolds, followed by Thomas, followed by Kinsella, followed by Timmy Brook, followed by Simon Pace, followed by Craig Sparks. Okay, looks like safety car's in. I think we've
jumped forward a bit. We're now entering turn 10. They're going through turn 11 here.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds is leading
car.
the car. He's waiting for the safety car to go in.
Yeah, you can see Dylan Thomas. He's right on Ryan's exhaust pipe.
So this is how you start a safety car. You just make sure you're ready to jump when the bloke in front jumps.
Jump and jump, yeah. But look at the gaps. Look at the gaps
Jeff
between
Bennett
some
needs
of the
to pull that
cars
up there.
Gee whiz, you never give a gap to a racing car driver ahead of you.
Okay, it's actually quite a slow start there. This is actually quite dangerous in some instances because what can happen is the people at the back don't know that the guys at the front aren't going full fast. See, Thomas is there already on him.
There we go, Thomas. Mate, what a superb restart from Dylan Thomas. He might get the lead by the first corner. Hi, Robin. Okay, all the cars going through into turn 1 and through turn 1.
Okay, so there was Gary Myers going through there. I think there goes Willie Pym. Lost some of them.
There's Bernie Cannon and Michael going through on board. Simon Pace around the outside of Tim Brook in that glorious F2K14 Jacer, and he's got the position.
I don't know. If Timmy Brook stays on the inside, he can hold him. No, he hasn't, though.
No, Simon's clearly won that place.
Okay, so Thomas is going to be wide and dry.
Will Thomas get white? No.
Oh, there's a bit of water there.
No. Ryan Reynolds gets the lead in the orange Sabre.
This safety car has enabled Craig Sparks to join the group, and Jeff Bennett is there now as well. So let's see if he can hang with them.
That's very good for
There's
Craig.
Matty Pearce.
Craig was falling back, so that helped him out, definitely. Simon Duffy. Gary
Moyes.
Lyle Moyes in the blue and white, the only historic Formula V in this field.
Okay.
Historic spec, of course.
Jeff Bennett's just not quite on this group here. He needs someone up the front there just to have a little hiccup, just to allow him to sort of latch on and get the toe and get pulled
they're flat
around.
out through. Look, Will Dylan Thomas, I thought he was going to touch and collide, but not there. Too close.
The front group are actually a pretty experienced bunch of guys there. There's not too many contact in the front group.
Oh, look, was that John McDonald? Was that John running wide? And Gary Myers goes through. So does Bruce Perry. Morgan Fremantle we saw in the purple Jacer in the mid-pack. There's Lyle Moyes. I said his V was historic. He's probably the only historic driver as well in the field. Okay, turn 8, here they go. Flat through turn 8. Flat, all the way down here, and then slamming on the brakes and down to third gear. Ryan Reynolds keeps the lead.
You'll see there's actually a couple of different lines you can take through what's turn 15. Oh,
there's 2 of them,
Timmy Brook.
3 of them, 4 of them, 5 lines.
So Timmy Brook actually was... so Simon's run a little bit wide and Timmy Brook's taken the opportunity there. There's Jacob Andrews leading the second group with, I think, was it either Gary Hook or was it Jimmy Horn in there? Well, let's see.
Probably Jimmy Horn. But yeah, I just saw Jimmy in the background. He was catching. They're catching the cars.
Okay, so let's
the leading
see.
pack.
Okay, and Aaron Pace, and there's Gary Hook and Matty Bode are there as well.
All right, the 1,200 cars, 2 1200s with 1 1600 in between. Bernie Cannon there, the fast one of those 3, and then Wayne Hamilton, then Michael Gale.
Haven't seen Simon Cannon in here. Is he got a problem?
I think he had an oil leak the day before and he pulled out.
Okay, so here's Thomas. Kinsella's got the late throw.
3 wide again.
Later in the toe.
2 wide. James Horn, he's making up spots all the way through.
I think that's actually Jacob Andrews making the toe on Jimmy Horn.
And there's Bruce Perry making the toe on Morgan Fremantle.
Okay.
Everyone's towing everyone.
Okay, there's Simon Duffy, double toe.
On Jeff Bassingthwaite, double toe. Look at this.
Timmy's opened the door for him. Look at that. He moved wide and let Simon straight through there.
Sorry, I've got to come.
Courteous.
I know. Sorry, I'm a bit over the top at the moment. This is very
Thomas
exciting.
going for the inside there.
But will he dive under brakes? No, discretion instead.
Okay, so Kinsella may get this here if he's a little bit deep on the brakes, but there's this puddle of water that's on the right on the outside. You'll see Timmy Brook here is going to miss out with it, hit the water, and you just lose that bit of traction, you drop back.
And he does, but no one's ever been managed in this race to go around the outside of the leader in turn 1.
Yeah, well, turn 2.
Turn 2, sorry.
There's that water out there that just loses that little bit of traction, and you just can't get the drive on the exit.
Okay, all the cars going through. There's William Pym.
No, it's Butcher. Is it
There's Butcher in the 1200, yeah. Simon Duffy just behind him.
Okay.
Simon Duffy with the Canberra car.
Kinsella's right under the tailpipe of Ryan Reynolds. Michael Kinsella's looking super solid, and so he should after getting some pretty good times down at Wakefield Park last round.
He is, and not just Michael Kinsella, he's looking super solid. But look at this leading pack: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars.
So Jeff Bennett's on it.
Jeff Bennett's joined the leading pack.
Okay, and that was Jacob Andrews holding Jimmy Jimmy Horn at bay there.
There's a great shot of John McDonald and Gary Hook. There's Bruce Perry and Morgan Fremantle. And, big slide round turn 8 by Ryan Reynolds. Great driving.
And he made half a carling from it.
And he did. He went faster.
Okay, so you see how wide Jeff Bennett is there? He loses a car length there compared to the other guys in that group.
All right, but he should make it up in the toe in this back straight.
And if you look in the background there, Horny's actually got past Jacob Andrews in a 9.
He has, and he's catching. Will James Horn get to this leading pack before the end of this race?
Not sure that's a smart move. I would have probably waited to the straight and used the toe on the straight.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how close he gets.
Unless Jimmy Horn hasn't quite got the straight line speed that Jacob Andrews has.
Look at this toe. The snake of Formula V's down the main straight.
Who's going to pull out first? Michael Kinsella. Thomas is going to follow him.
Thomas behind Kinsella.
Thomas might be in the box seat here because he's a little bit back. He might get a good run up to him. But
Simon Pace down the inside.
He will have to go around a long way.
This is 2 by 2. Flat out. No one lifts their throttle foot through this corner. And you might even get a bit of a slide. Was that Ryan Reynolds sliding the car through turn 1? And the wheel's almost touching. Not at this place, please. Not here.
Actually, Thomas, you could see he was trying to get to the inside like he's done all event, but
just couldn't do it. And that has cost him, definitely.
Okay, so Ryan Reynolds has definitely got some really, really good top-end speed there. At the end of the straight there, he's been towed numerous times, and every time he's still come out in the lead. So that's really good to see.
So here's the leading 1200.
Moore goes in front of Bruce Perry.
He got him down the toe. There's the leading 1200. The red and white car going through.
Willie Pym behind him.
That's right, but the leading 1200 is only a few seconds behind the leader.
Side by side through 4 from Jeff Bennett and Craig Spark. That's not normal.
Very racy Jeff.
And in fact, if they do a little bit of that, they'll lose the toe to this group in front of them.
You can see all
Kinsella's going to go to the inside here. Watch this.
He'll get him. He will get him. Another position.
So Michael Kinsella's proved to be very good out of 5. That's the second pass he's done through there on the top field.
Well, I've watched Michael go through corners sometimes in the last 10, 15 years, and I can't believe how fast he can be around some corners.
Okay, there's
Matt Bode and Jacob Andrews.
So Matt Bode's made up some really good positions there because he was much further back, Matty Bode.
He has. Matt's on it. Definitely on it.
So there's Simon Duffy going through. Oh, spinner!
Wayne Hamilton spins at turn 6.
Okay, not hard to do there. Actually, there was a little puddle on the outside as well, so he might just touch that.
The leaders come back down into what's this turn number? It used to be turn 8, but now
turn
it's about
9. It's now turn 15. Ryan Reynolds loses the rear a little bit coming in there. Oh no, he's
locking up, twitching the car in the damp.
Okay, so this is going to give Simon Pace a good run. Kinsella 4 wheels over the line,
and that's Ryan Reynolds over the line as well. But they're all trying. None of them are. You can see they're all trying hard to keep it within the yellow lines. But
Thomas, is he going to do it? So Ryan Reynolds went from 2nd to 4th on the exit of turn 9 with that little bit of a slide.
Right. Is this a race-winning lead that Michael Kinsella's got ahead of Simon Pace?
Well, let's see what the toe they can do. Ryan Reynolds has definitely got some good straight lines. Oh, look at this.
James Horn.
He's pulled away from them. James Horn has pulled away from the group. Matt Bode's come through and he's going to go away as well. He's doing an awesome job.
And Matt Bode, I think he's actually catching James Horn, which is saying something.
Well, yeah, he must be because he was like not even in that battle group.
Right, Lyle Moyes in the historic Formula V ahead of Bernie Cannon.
Okay, so he's Kinsella. He's actually staying confident. He's not going to the inside line. Everyone's going to follow him because they all want that toe. Ryan Reynolds wants to pull out. Thomas is now pulling out a little bit later.
So you're right, Michael, confident that they're too far behind to get the toe. That's why he's staying out to the right-hand side.
Okay, so Ryan Reynolds is going to go through from 4th to 2nd with that toe.
Matt Bode, Jacob Andrews down the inside.
So Jacob Andrews has got enough poke to toe Bodie back path down the straight.
And Bruce Perry, Morgan Fremantle just swapping places down the straight lap after lap.
Okay, Simon Duffy also made a pass there, and here comes Jeff Bathingway.
And Bernie Cannon in the toe of Jeff Bathingthwaite's 1600.
There's a lot of smoke coming out. No. That's out of Thomas's car. A lot of smoke coming out of Thomas's car here now.
There is. What's going on?
Okay.
This looks to be... You can't keep going like this, so that doesn't look good for a good finish for...
Okay, how many laps? Oh, Matty Bode's had a spinner.
And Aaron Pace, he hung the tail out on the exit of turn 2 there.
It's probably a bit of oil that Thomas is throwing down there. It's cost his stablemate a bit of a spin there.
Where are the oil flags? Any debris or oil flags out there? We'll see in a second.
Okay, so there's Willie Pym, Matty Pearce and Simon Duffy.
In the Belconnen Blind sponsored Canberra Jacer. Ryan Reynolds down the inside of Simon Pace. Great move in turn 4. Very rare to see that.
Look how smoky that stinger is.
Now who's behind? That's Jeff Bennett behind.
So Jeff Bennett got ahead of Timmy Brook.
Yes, but he's copping all that oil in the face at the moment.
Jeez, there's a lot of oil coming in. It looks like it's coming out of the right bank, so it could be a rocker cover there.
Not a rocker cover. Not a rocker cover.
There's Jacob Andrews still doing a good job in front of
Anthony Kavanagh and Aaron Pace.
Yep. Oh, Matty Bode. Oh, he's hit that little water patch that Hamilton spun on.
And Matt Bode
He did well. He did well to keep it on the track there.
And Bruce Perry and Morgan Fremantle take that spot from Matt.
Here's Pimmy going through.
They
Okay,
go
Lyle Moyes.
Bernie Cannon, Michael Gale. Back to the front.
Okay, so Thomas is not pulling over because this is probably the last lap. Or one to go after, and
It's near the end. We know that. Isn't it?
he's watching he's probably watching his oil line, and he's not seeing any bad. Off to the right there, there's no bad sportsman. There's no oil flag coming off. Although you can see the officials are looking at the oil, so he will get a flag.
Yeah, well, it takes time to make that decision, I guess.
And when it makes time to make the decision, Thomas is in a championship here, and he's not going to take a DNF without
until he's told not to.
Until he's told not to.
Kinsella pulled out a huge lead ahead of Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, look at that thing smoking. Is he going to have any oil left?
Well, we'll find out if he crosses over the finish line.
Okay, Kinsella is coming down to the inside.
And
there's
here
the
it
checkered
is.
flag.
Kinsella wins. Ryan Reynolds, Simon Pace, Dylan Thomas. With all that smoke, finishes in fourth. Well done, Jeff Bennett and Tim Brook way back.
I bet you there's going to be a few people making comment about that that were travelling behind him, like Jeff Bennett and Timmy Brook.
There's. Hi, David.
Had Victoria with a...
And Victoria.
Okay, Matty Bode coming through just ahead of Bruce Perry.
And Morgan Fremantle and Simon Duffy and Matt Pearce.
Matt Pearce beats Willie Pim in the 1600, and there's Butcher coming through.
In another 1200. We'll get all the places. Jeff Bassingthwaite, he pulls away ahead of Bernie Cannon, Simon Duffy and Michael Gale. What a race.
It was Lyle Moyes there. Yeah, okay, so there's the official results. Michael Kinsella takes the win from Ryan Reynolds, Simon Pace, Dylan Thomas.
And Jeff Bennett, Tim Brook, Craig Spark in 7th place, James Horn making up all those positions after crashing on the last lap the day before.
What a fantastic effort. The 1200s.
Matt Pearce, Steve Butcher, Ray Cripps, good to see him out there in 3rd place.
Lyle Moyes, Bernie Cannon and Stevie Cannon did not start.